222 testing. 222 testing. 222 testing.
2, just testing. 2, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing for sound. 2, testing. 1, 2, 3. Good evening, everyone. This is the final of the Players' Championship between Jasper Kuzmans and Mohamed Farzi. 6-4 to Jasper Kuzman, and we're just settling in now for the final part of this game. I understand it will be played to a finish. 6-4, first to 10. So Kuzman needing 4 more frames. Mohamed Farzi 2 behind, of course. He's in a good position in this frame. And you could say he's favourite to make it 6-5. And just one more ball needed. Guzman needs snookers. And there we go. That's the end of the frame. Barring any foul in the next shot. So interesting situation. Of course, Mohamed Fawzi has won the last two matches between these two players. Guzman, number one pound for pound seed, and the best record in OSC. But Mohamed Fawzi has caused them a few problems. And that's the end of frame 11. So frame 12. And Kuzman making some comments here. The game is such a bullshit sometimes. I played some great safety, but then 2 easy reds are missed. So slight frustration by Kuzman. But obviously he has the ability to deal with this situation, one would think. But is he just having does he have a psychological problem against Fawzi? Or maybe he's just not prepared for an opponent such as Fawzi, who has a very good rating in terms of the Flash app. He's in the red 2191. He's actually it's just on par with Jasper. So as we start the next frame, I'm just going to quickly refresh. I think it seems a bit slow, but I'll just play it by ear for the moment. And just the early parts of frame 12 now as we look forward to a good match. And it looks that way with Fawzi keeping up to Kuzman's trail. And I will just refresh it now. Kuzman looking at a possible pot, but I'm just going to quickly refresh the screen. And I'm just going to pause in terms of commentary for a moment, but you'll have the visuals. I'll be back shortly. And hopefully we're back with commentary. Jasper expressing his thoughts, as he tends to do from time to time during the game, indicating that he has had a bit of a barren spell in the last 30 minutes. And Mohammed is getting crazy pot. So again, Kuzman feeling a bit of pressure, it seems. Slightly going over the line in terms of table chat. You know, he's going to have to be careful with what he says in terms of whether or not it affects his opponent or not. Falls on the table, 15 in front. Doesn't really have a pot on here. Well, into this bottom center, of course, but in terms of it being straightforward, it is not. Well, he's missed it. Kuzman back on the table. Pink into the top center. Moving a few reds around, but it's not really turned out very well for him. Nothing on. Plant, maybe. Unfortunate position. Looking at the plant as Fawzi waits in the wings. Safety shot by Kuzman, it seems. I didn't actually see that last shot, presuming he played a safety. Now Mohammed has a possible long shot, but be a risk. Oh, he's gone for it and he's potted it. Great shot. It was slightly close to the cushion, but still managed to execute it. And now he has the blue, one of his favourite shots. And that will certainly increase Kuzman's frustration, I'm sure, given what he said so far in the table chat. But like I say, hopefully he's respectful of his opponent. Blue into the top right hand pocket. Fawzi can push the white here off this red and try and get it near the black spot to be on for the black pocket, but he's missed. And it's not really left anything for Kuzman, so slightly lucky there. So the lucky jar is being used by Fawzi at the moment. Players Championship 2019 Online Snooker Club. Jasper Kuzman, number one pound for pound player. versus Mohamed Fawzi, #1 player this season. Both these players have been battling it out for the #1 position in the 18-19 season that we're in. The winner of this match will be #1. Good shot by Jasper Kuzman, but not left anything. He has a possible black into the bottom right, but maybe play a snooker here, and he has. That's a nice pace, and I think he's got an overall snooker on all reds. Nice touch by Fawzi. Good play. Not giving anything away to the Belgian. And Kuzman now looking to put the white on the left-hand cushion, tight as possible. He sent it towards the bottom left pocket. Now he's left something on here. The red below the pink into the top middle. They can move on for the blue. No. Not gone in on my screen. And where's the white going? The white's potted. So chance here for Kuzman. So Kuzman has a free ball. Well, and put the ball into the D. We just take a look at the scores. It's actually 6-5 as Kuzman pots the red, and let's have a look at what position he has. Brown follows through for the has a long red now into the top left-hand pocket. It can hold for the black. Full points in it. Red potted, black on. Might try and screw back into the reds here and create some opportunities. And he does, and has a red into the bottom middle. And then he can position it just slightly past that where the red is now. So he can have an angle to go into the pink. Pot the pink and go into the reds. Of course, he could screw back for a loose red there on the left side of that pack. Now he's gone into them. Has he been lucky? He hasn't. He has the red next to the blue, though. Red goes in, has the pink again, or the blue, but the pink, ideally, can use the reds to the right of the pink, or to the left of the pink, to cushion. Now has that red to the right of the black spot. I'll just dink it and... Well, he's actually gone a bit far there, and he's left himself a much more difficult shot on the black. I thought you'd just dink it to the right shot into the on the black into the bottom left-hand pocket, but he's looking at other possibilities. He's not too comfortable with this black shot. 40 points to 21, 19 points to difference. Plenty of points on the table still. He's got the pot. Slightly close to the, well, he's close to the left-hand cushion here, but should be able to pot it, but it's not 100%. Taking his time. And Mushtaq has won the third place playoff in this Players Championship, beating Jamie Anderson 4-3. The Tour Championship coming up on Thursday, which is the top 8 players of the season. And quarterfinal, semi-final, final, long game matches, so it should be interesting. A chance for any of the players to add more points to their tally and make a big push as the season comes to a close. There's 3 more tournaments left after this. The biggies, the China Open, which is the second highest prize money. And then the big one, the World Championship. Fawzi now on the table. And slightly... And I missed what happened in terms of Jasper. Perhaps it was that red, but apologies there for not keeping an eye on that. But Fawzi back on the table. And what a great opportunity this is to rile Jasper Koosman if he could win the frame from here. Unlikely though. Both reds are not in ideal positions. Now, will he play a double here? He's probably best to play a double rather than trying to play a snooker off either ball, because the other red, the red that he doesn't go for in a safety shot down to the bulk, would be possibly left. Great shot, could have been left on for a long pot, so it would have been better to do a double. And if he'd missed the double, but it was more than likely both balls would not be exposed. But that was a great shot by Mohammed on the double. Pink into the bottom left. Now has the red probably into the bottom right pocket. Move up for the blue. That will give him a nice angle to drop down for the yellow, which is tight on the right hand cushion. And he's decided to go for the black. Much more difficult shot, I would say, but does give him a good route towards the yellow, and that's a nice position. And as long as he hits it pretty soft here, he should get some position on the green if he can make the yellow disappear. No. So we're in an end game now in this 12th frame. First to 10. Fawzi hit it at a pace so the yellow would not be exposed, and Koosman has just played safe there, just not leaving it open for any possible attempt at a pot. But he's actually given the advantage to Mohamed Fawzi, who's messed it up though. It was a good position to make a good safety shot, possible snooker, but he's misjudged it, hit the brown, or cannoned onto the brown, and now the yellow is available into the top middle pocket, and if he misses it, it will automatically go down towards the black. And well, on paper it should be quite safe, but that's not turned out safe. So Mohamed has a chance again here. So Koosman will be disappointed with that. No, yellow missed. Wasn't an easy shot in the sense of it was a given, but it should have potted it. On paper, that should have been potted by Fawzi, someone on his level, and now he's left it for Koosman. Can Koosman clear up here? Gone slightly too far for a perfect angle on the green, but potable. 1 point in it. Now it's good position on this brown. That should be okay. He's got a thin cut into the middle here, but he just needs to hit it at a pace, just a soft pace, so it bounces off the cushion, the left cushion, and comes back for the blue. I think he's hit it a bit too hard here, though. He has. He's got a chance for a snooker, though. So the advantage is with Koosman's. And Mohamed will come to the table in a snooker here, I suspect. So snooker for Mohamed Fawzi. His aim is to put it safe, of course, as well as hit it. If he plays off the bottom cushion, there's a chance he could hit the black. Can't go off the left cushion. Should be quite straightforward to hit it, but it's just getting it safe and not leaving it for Koosman. Whether that's hitting it soft or hard depends on where he hits the ball. And he's hit it relatively soft, but he's completely missed the red. And it's landed close to the cushion. So 11 points in front. So Koosman just needs the blue to leave Fawzi needing snookers. But it's not a straightforward shot. Taking his time. 12 seconds left. Doesn't want to leave it over the pocket, of course. And he's run out of time. Presuming Fawzi will give him the shot back. And a bit of confusion about whose shot it is. Gentlemanly thing to do is to give the shot back if one takes time, but and he's not got it. So Mohammed needs all balls, and Kuzman needs just the blue to leave Fawzi needing snookers. He might try a snooker here. Behind the black. Send the blue up towards the table. He's gone for it, but he's not got it. He's not got the angle right. And the table is running slightly slow. I will at some point try and refresh it at the right moment. Can Mohammed Fawzi make it a hat-trick of wins against Jasper Kuzman? And make it clear to Kuzman that he's not the dominant player. I mean, already we can understand, and that's not a great shot by Jasper Kuzman. He's left it on here. And blue into the bottom left. Just a bit of top. So he's got the pink into the center. And that will just leave the black into the top left. So it's all about this blue. He's got it. Oh, and he's left himself on tight on the cushion as Kuzman lets off steam and frustration. This is not a given though. It's tight on the cushion, but you would expect him to pot it. And he has. Black into the top left pocket. 6-6. And Mohammed Fawzi takes the 12th frame, and it's now 6-6 between these two great players. And it's looking like it's going to be a very interesting match tonight. Players' Championship, first to 10. 6 frames each. I'll be back shortly. as I return to the match. I've been away for a while. Commentary back in place. 39 points to Forsey, 64 to Kuzman. That's a nice shot by Kuzman. Just out of pace, would have been much better. Could have possibly got a snooker. 25 points the difference, 27 on the table. Six in this first to 10 Players' Championship final between number 1 and 2 seeds of the season. Jasper Kuzman from Belgium. Oh, he's missed it. And Kuzman's in here. Bad mistake by Forsey. Trying to stay on for the green. This green for, well, possibly the brown as well. Green and brown needed to win the match for Kuzman. Just the brown needed now. But Forsey's just about still in this frame by his fingernails. Not anymore though. That's the frame to Kuzman. So 7-5. That will be a relief to Kuzman, who has been expressing feelings of frustration and bad luck in the last few frames. But he wins it. So 7-6. 3 frames needed for Kuzman, 4 frames needed for Forsey. We're playing to a finish tonight in this final. There you go, 7-6. Nice break off by Forsey. And this is the kind of match where any mistake made like that could be punished. Great chance here for Forsey if he can just, I think he can just manage to cut that red in. And he can screw back hard or put a lot of top on it. But he'll be looking to get out of where the white is, pot that red and open the balls up and hope for some luck. There we go. Now, has he got any luck? That's not too bad. He could play a snooker, but he has the brown into the bottom left. Or the yellow, of course. You had a look at the yellow there. So 3 options as far as I can see. Possibly the green as well, but snooker behind the brown, potting the brown, potting the yellow. Will he be aggressive or cautious? He's aggressive. No. And he didn't really get any reds. He has a red. It's hard to describe which red I mean, but he's looking at it now. It's very difficult to describe, but it's the red. Yeah, it's impossible to describe which red I mean without having a pointer on the screen to show you, but he's not gone for that one. He's What's Jasper doing here? He playing safe or trying to? No, yes, playing safe. So sends the white down to the bulk area. That's not too bad. There's a red on down here near the left-hand cushion. And I do want to show you the current season table, but in a game like this, it's never a good time to come away from the table. No. Fawzi went for that red. He had a similar red early in the last frame, I think it was, or the frame before. But now Kuzman has a red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. He's going to have to do some work to get position, though. Might put top on it and hopefully cannon off the next red he sees. No, unlucky. Nothing on now. He's snookered himself on the black as the yellow, but the red's over the pocket. So has a bit of a dilemma here. He's got to make sure that white is blocked from the top left-hand corner pocket there where the red is. You could try and move the red with the yellow while making a safety shot. Send the yellow down towards that yellow pocket, hopefully hit off the left cushion first and then moving the red away, or just going into the red and hoping he doesn't pot it. And he's not done that, but he's tried to put the white behind the green and he's not succeeded. And he's also left a red over the bottom middle. So Fawzi has the table. And Mohamed Fawzi has done very well this season. Currently the #1 player, has the most points. Doesn't have the best pound for pound average. That is Kuzman. Kuzman's only entered the big tournaments with the big money. But the last 2 times they've played, Fawzi has been the victor. And a win here in this match will certainly show Kuzman that he has an equal. And it will extend Fawzi's lead in the points over the current season. Black into the bottom left-hand pocket, red into the same pocket. But he's choosing the red into the middle because obviously he's looking for the next colour. The brown is a possibility, either on either red. Just put a bit of stun on this red here and the white will diagonally go as it is now down to this bottom left-hand cushion. So it has the brown, red over the pocket top left for the next shot if needed. And now can he conjure up a nice 40-50 break to give him an advantage in this frame? You can never rest when you're playing Jasper Kuzman. So any kind of break you can form at the beginning of the frame is vital. That's not a great shot. Has the blue into the bottom right, which is a signature shot of Fawzi's. He's usually very good at these shots and he's not intimidated by them. But it is missable. And there you go. And Kuzman now perfect on the red. He has his turn to make a dent or make a a statement in this 14th frame of 19. Red goes into the bottom left, has the brown and the black spot. It will return to the black spot because the black is on the brown spot. So he can play with the brown, which is useful. Could have had a bit of an angle for that red on the left cushion. Might have to screw back here. Try and force it. The red into the top middle might be better choice. You can move up towards the black, who's visiting the green at the moment. Doesn't like that though, so he's going to try and screw back and hope for the best. And that's not turned out well at all. Possible brown into the top left, but I can't see fully from here. You may check it here, but possible safety shot by Koosman if the brown doesn't go. It looks as though he's going for the green here. Try and put the white onto the right hand cushion behind the black. So 7 points to Koosman, 15 to Forsey. Still all to play for in this 14th frame. Forsey might be just wanting to roll the white behind the yellow. Didn't get the correct stun or angle, and he's gone into the yellow instead of going round it. Possible red here. Northeast of the black spot. Or this red in the bulk area. Play a soft shot to nothing or send the red back down and set up a safety shot to force Jasper into a mistake maybe. It's a decent shot. I think Koosman can find it quite easy though to get back round the table, just clipping the red south west of the brown and moving up around the cushions past the blue spot and on the and behind the black. That would be the ideal result. Not enough pace, but difficult long red on. It's actually Koosman on the table. Good shot. Great position on the brown. So chance here for Koosman. Brown will go on its spot now, so he'll only have the yellow to work with until he can find a way of getting the black back or opening up the pink. Could possibly screw back into the pack and hope for the best, opening up the pink, or could move down for the black. Or the blue's an option. Needs to open up those reds. Wrong side of the blue though. not really worth. Is it really worth potting the blue? Not really. If he doesn't have any position, he could just pot the blue for the points and then play for a safety, or he could play a snooker by taking the black down, pushing the black down towards the reds again, and hiding behind the brown. But he's looking at the blue, but he's maybe changed his mind now. And he's actually decided to do that, or has he gone for a double? Well, I don't think he went for the double. Obviously, he didn't go for the double because he played a snooker. So he's now going to have to got a thin cut on these reds and hopefully not bring any reds out into the bottom left-hand side of the table. If you forgive me, I just have a quick snack I'll be eating. Safety shot by Fawzi, hitting the red towards the bottom left-hand cushion. Well, nothing on for any of the other reds. Got to be careful of Jasper Kuzman's ability to play doubles, but it looks as though he's playing a safety shot here. But where's that red going? And it's not good enough. Either the cue ball or the red are exposed. It could have been better in terms of position, but has the yellow. And there is a red that goes into the bottom center. Fawzi unable to open up those reds, so end of break, safety shot here. That's pretty decent. Actually, he fouled. Momentary away from the table on that last shot. So he must have done some kind of foul, and Kuzman's put him back in. 24 points each. Oh, and the black just hits the edge. There's a decent cue ball for Mohammed, so this red is on, but closeness to the cushion makes it that slightly more difficult. But he gets it. Good shot by Kuzman. What a great opportunity here. Everything's open now. I don't know what he's pondering about. He's decided to go for the red into the top left rather than the bottom left. So almost a certainty now that Kuzman can finish this frame off, but can he? But to make sure to keep his concentration and go through the formalities. And there you go. There's an example of it possibly going astray. Just slightly out of position there, but it shouldn't be a problem. And there we go. Out of position. And Kuzman not on full form. And this... Well, that might be good news for the other players as we move towards the World Championships. Can he get his form back? Or get his full game back? You'd have to say that whether it's Kuzman's not on his full game or Fawzi is on his. The long format, though, does suit Kuzman. And he will, I'm guessing, presuming, barring anything out of the ordinary, Kuzman will be a strong favourite for the World Championship to make it 3 World Championships on the trot. Should he enter, which I'm pretty sure he will. But that's for another day. As we enter the end game for this match. 45 points to Kuzman, 24 to Fawzi, 21 points to difference, 35 on the table. That red tight on the cushion there could double kiss could be played here by Fawzi. Much more difficult to control when it's like this, so I might just choose to double kiss it. No, that's a lovely shot. Very good shot. Nice pace. Hit it at the right angle for a full ball snooker. So concern here for, or concentration needed here by Kuzman. Not to let Fozzie in after this shot. And what I was taken away then, but did Koosman go near the red? I was just slightly taken away from that. I didn't actually see the shot that Koosman made, but from what I did see in the aftermath, it didn't seem like he attempted to hit the red, but I didn't see it, so I can't really move on. If anyone knows, or I'll have to find out. That no complaint from Fawzi, so we continue. Probably my misjudgment, or my misunderstanding. Great shot by Koosman. I will have a quick look back at that, but let's see if we can have a quick look after this shot. Difficult position for Fawzi here. Misses. Hits the pink. Red's on. Let's have a quick look, see if we can see a replay of what happened there. There, he was going for the red. Yes, I suppose that could be technically judged as going for it, so that's the end of that question. As Koosman pots the red. $24 points the difference. Now 31, 27 on the table. So looks as though Koosman might have won this match at this frame. Needs the green as well, though, I think. Oh, he's missed the yellow. Has he missed the yellow? He has. That's a careless shot. So Fawzi's still in this. Needs a snooker. 2 snookers, technically. 1 snooker would only allow him to draw. That looks nice. That looks beautiful. That's a great shot. As we slowly move to the 19th frame. Will it go to the 19th frame? Or can one of these players break loose? Just wants to touch the yellow onto the left-hand cushion. Always, that's not too bad. That's out of the snooker, which is the main thing. So Fozzie's still unable to clear up. He might try and put it behind the white ball behind the black here. He could send the white behind the blue and the green. Depends which type of shot he feels like doing. He's gone for the black. And didn't get the angle for the white, and the yellow was over the pocket, so soft shot here from Kuzman, I suspect. There we go. And the green over the pocket, so barring any foul here, Kuzman takes the 14th frame and takes a 2-frame advantage. And perhaps Fozzie's feeling it now as Kuzman pushes. So frame to Jasper Kuzman. 8-6 now, if my calculations are correct. Fozzie made a number of mistakes there. So 8-6 to Kuzman. Just needs 2 more frames. As we just wait for them to reconvene. Maybe it's a good time we can have a quick look at the table. That's the schedule. Let's have a quick look at the current season. So there we go. We have Mohamed Fozzie, 655,000. And Jasper just behind him at 620. So 35,000 difference. And if Kuzman can win this match, he will go to number 1 in the current season rankings. He has a mighty pound-for-pound average. And we can actually... It's not been updated in terms of Jamie Anderson and Mushtaq Hamid. Let's see, that's a 10,000 difference. So Jamie Anderson will just keep the 3rd place spot unless Mushtaq has the big break. So no, it's Mohammed who has the 90 break. So Jamie Anderson will stay in number 3 position. Ah, 10-minute break. So there's going to be a 10-minute break for short interval. So I can have a bit more of a detailed look. And there you see the Players' Championship in white. High break is Mohamed Fozzie with 90. £125,000 to the winner of this match. And 50,000 to the loser. Then we have the Tour Championship, which starts on Thursday. Then the China Open. I'm not sure if you can see that, it's quite small. We have the China Open on the 22nd, and then just a few days after, well, the day after the real World Championship final has finished, the day after, the OSC World Championship will start, and that is for 500,000. So all to play for all players, especially the top 8. That £500,000 could bring any of the top 8 right up into the top positions. Now let's have a quick look at the Roll of Honour. Jamie Anderson won the shootout. And you see on the left there by teams, the players from the rest of the world have accumulated 39 titles altogether in the history of OSC. European players 31 and the players from the UK 21. And this season, the rest of the world has 10. And Jasper Kuzmin will be looking to make it Europe 5 titles if he can win it. If you move along, the all-time American still 18 titles, although Jamie Anderson is getting close, just needs 4 more. And then Jasper Kuzmin will have 9. Jasper Kuzmin chasing Jamie Anderson and Mohammed chasing Jasper. So it's a good little battle there. This season, Mohammed Farzi's won 5 titles. Mushtaq has won 4. Jasper's won 3. And Anderson 2. And then Mike Mora and Rafat, the other 2 players to have won a title this year. And over the seasons, last season, 2018, Jasper won 4, Jamie 3, Mohammed 2. That's when Mohammed first come onto the scene. 2017, Jamie Anderson, that was his season, won 7 titles. PSV won 4. But of course, 2016, a very eventful year in any capacity, in world events and happenings. It was also an interesting year in OSC with Erman Eriken dominating that season with 17 titles to Mushtaq's and Peter Stevens 2. And then the inaugural season, 2015, Amin Hatimi was the first multiple champion, followed by Alan Lockett with 2. Along with the Italian player Andrea Toscelli. So as we wait for the final of the Players' Championship to reconvene in the final session, let's have a look at the race to the World Championship. These are the seedings for the World Championship that will take place in early May. Jasper Kuzmin will be automatically the world champion, defending his title, should he enter. And then Jamie Anderson currently looks as though he will be number 2 seed. These are the earnings from April to April over 2 years, 2017 to 2019. So Jamie Anderson, Mike Morris, seed 3, Raphael Hagen, you seed 4, that'll be useful for him. Then Lockett, Mushtaq, Mohammed is seed 7. Peter Stevens, unlikely he will take part. And Nikos as well, he's not really played, he's only played the snooker shootout. So depending on who plays, those are the seeds. Let's have a look at the rankings. So let's have a quick look first before we do it, whether they've started or not. No, they're still waiting to begin. And in terms of the Money League, Jamie Anderson still heads that. Jasper in second. And Mike, the only other player to accumulate 2 million over the last 2 years. And this season, as we just said, Mohammed Fawzi in green there, topping this season's money earning list. The pound for pound is an interesting stat because it's based on average earnings, so it takes into account whether a player has entered an event or not. And this season, Jasper Kuzman has the best average of 77,000. Then Mohammed Fawzi, then Mushtaq, who's overtaking Jamie Anderson on 31,000. And then the 2-year list, Jasper Kuzman way out in front with 442,000, and Nikos 93,000. But Nikos, unfortunately, he's not able to play that many matches. It would have been interesting to see how he fared against Kuzman and Fawzi and the top players. And an interesting look at the team rankings, which has been just compiled based on all the tournaments played and where they're from. Europe heads the Money League with 7 million. The rest of the world just about in front over Europe in this season. And the pound for pound, Europe dominate this season with 143,000, and they also are in front in terms of pound for pound average earnings over the last 2 years. So Europe doing well. Europe the dominating team. North America was included because a Canadian player played, Nikos, NKS, and he's there in the Money League at £7,000. These are the stats for the overall ratings for any player who plays on the Flash app. And I think the first OSC player is Erman, yes, number 24, Erman Erican. Heads the list out of the OSC players. 140 break is his top break. But has a total rating of 2315. That's his current rating. And then let's see anyone else after that. But Tara Art is currently has the best rating, but that's a dubious position because there are a lot of players on here that cheat and make up their stats. Marcus Wolf is on 2223. Never played in OSC Marcus Wolf, but there was a possibility. I think he started one event, but ended up leaving for some poor reason, for some silly reason. Jasper Kuzman there at number 89, 2198. Mohammed Fawz there, 96, 2191. So if you've got any useful links on the Match Hub, of the Facebook page and the group, and the rules are about the YouTube video. This one here is if you want to join commentary with me here tonight, you just press on that link and you should go into it. As long as you're signed into YouTube, of course. So you just press that. It's a permanent link, so it will always be the same link that you can join in on commentary if anyone wants to do that. The tournament website, which we use to play matches. That's just a list of the tournaments played so far. Starting with the Kasperi Riga Masters. And these are all the seasons tournaments we played so far. The to China Open, just the World Championship to be added. But Tour Championship can be registered, and let's see, there's 6 players who've registered, so we're still waiting for Kuzman and Mushtaq and who else are we waiting for? Let's have a look. So wait for Kuzman, Mike Mora, and Chris. So Kuzman, Mike Mora, and Chris. Who else? And Mushtaq. Of the top 8 to enter the Tour Championship as the top 8 players. So we're still waiting for the start of the final session. And as we just wait for that, I'm just going to have a quick cigarette and I'll be back very shortly. Still no sign of players. I'm just going to come out of here just to see if actually it probably might be going now. So just refresh. Right, okay, so we're back on. So this is the 15th frame. 2 more needed for Kuzman. Fawzi has a 45-20 lead. And that was a quite clever shot by Kuzman, playing the double, but keeping relatively safe behind the black. Tough shot here for Mohammed. Can't go for that red near the blue because this red he's going for now is exposed, and there'll be an option for Kuzman if he doesn't get this safety shot right. He's wants to try and put the white near the bottom right hand corner pocket behind the green and blue. That's a good shot. There is a red above right to the pink, which Kuzman could. Well, it's actually Mohammed on the screen. I thought that was Mohammed's shot, but no, it's Mohammed on the table now. Well, he's blocked the red, but looks as though this is a red above left of the pink. That will go. So chance here for Kuzman. And it goes in, and that pink seems to go into the centre. So chance here for Kuzman. We'll probably put some top on this white, take it past the red that the pink will pass. That has this red on the top left-hand corner cushion. But he's going for the red in open space, and then he's just going to fall down for, or thought he would go for the black there, but he's opted, well, he's got the black into the centre possibly, but has the brown and just needs to pot it, and he should be on the red into the centre that's above the pink. No, he's decided to screw back. There's a red into the middle, or you could cut the red into the top left. As the pink no, so we'll bump into the red above the red he's going for now. Doing position for the black or the pink. So good position here for Kuzman. All the reds in open positions. Black and pink available. Pink potted. 6 points behind now. Red into the top left. Pink executed. Red into this top left again for the black. Move around onto the top left-hand cushion for either red. Nicely in position for this red down to the top left and move on for the black or pink. Probably take the pink here. Just screw back and I'll have the red into the center or top right hand pocket. 16 points the difference. He's got the red into the bottom right hand pocket. Just glide for the pink. And he's got a good angle here to move up for the yellow. 17 points the difference, 27 on the table. Just a bit back, a bit too far for the yellow, so shouldn't be a problem though. You want to get the white down near this bottom right hand corner cushion. $25 the difference, 25 on the table. And that green and this brown will give Koosman the frame, and he'll just need one more to take the Players' Championship. And has Mohammed given up, or has he run out of options? Has Koosman overrode him and got his game back? Mohammed says good game, so 9-6. And this means Mohammed Fawzi needs all 4 remaining frames. And Koosman just needs one as he finishes the black. Nice clearance. And a break of 75. So just to confirm, 9-6 in frames. Just one more needed for Koosman. Fawzi breaks off and has a mammoth task. That's a good start for this frame. Good shot by Kuzman. This time got it the right pace. Fawzi cannoning into the blue. Possible pot here for Kuzman. Can afford to take it on. That's a good 3-frame advantage and pots it. Not really gonna colour though. Play shot to nothing here. Black is potable. Very thin cut. Or could it be a double? No, he tries the cut, but plays the shot to nothing just in case. And that's a lovely position. Oh, he's just missed out on the snooker. So possible chance here for Fawzi. As a red. A possible drop down for the black. Important shot though. Will he take it on? Got to be careful. Can't leave anything on for Kuzman. Doubly difficult now. Has to think about every frame. Went for it. Was quite far off, and he's left a red into the top middle. And this is where Kuzman's going to pounce. He's going to take advantage of the vulnerability that Mohamed Fawzi finds himself in. Screw back here into the pack, I would guess. There we go. And that's a nice position. Has the red into the middle. And then the pink is available, or the black. And can Kuzman finish this off with a century? And the top break, that would be a perfect and not surprising way that Kuzman would finish this tournament. Taking all the spoils, high break and top prize. Yellow into the top right hand pocket. Has a straight red here. Can follow through for the black. Pink is there if he misjudges the pace. Executes the red nicely as the black, or well, the black here will be the one to take here. Now he wants to move into the pack. I'll have this red into the bottom center. Oh, unlucky. And he's completely missed the pack, gone through that gap. Has a red to the right of the pink spot. Good try that. If he wants to keep the break going. No, he's decided just to skim of the reds, and he's left a red on here, so Fawzi has a half chance here. Good pot. Pink into the middle. Two options here, red to the top left or bottom left. Just stun it to go for the pink into the middle again and give him an angle to go into the reds. Oh, he's just got the wrong side of the pink, but not too bad. He can screw it off the top left-hand cushion back into the pack. Or he could just follow through for the red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket, which he's done. Now, depending on the angle he's got, he might just screw back slightly into that red above the red he's going for. So he's still on for the pink. I could follow through for the black. He's followed through. Pink is on actually here. A good chance to open the reds. He's deciding on the black. And he's held up, he's holding on for the red into the center. He's just checking how it goes. And it does. They'll be on the black here or the pink. We'll be looking at some point to open these reds, but potting this red will open up the red below it. What's he looking at here? So he could move forward for the pink. Oh, he decided to come back. Well, that was an interesting shot. I think we're going to have a quick look at that again. Did he actually go for the pot there or not? As Jasper just hits that red that was in the bulk area back down and leaves the white. Let's just have a quick look at that shot again if we can. Now here is the shot. Red into the top middle. And he hit it. He specifically hit it to come back. Now, was he just trying to play the red into... that's a strange shot. I'm not really sure what he was trying to play there. But anyway, we're back on the table. And Mohamed Fawzi's hit the red back up into the bulk area. Is this some kind of... No, I don't know what's happened here. But Foz is on the table with a possible red into the middle. Oh, that red, the obvious red into the center, it looks like it doesn't go, so he's going to have to cut this red into the middle pocket. It doesn't go, and he's left it behind the black. But that was a strange shot, though. He didn't attempt to pot the red, he just sent the red down the table and kept the white. Behind the black. Straightforward shot this really, just to move into the reds. Don't think he's left anything on there. But it's a strange decision by Mohamed. Why didn't go for that pot and carry on the break? And now we're in a safety game here with 2 reds in the bulk area. Very difficult to stay safe. 2 points in it in this frame. Mohammed's in a bit of a pickle. He's looking now just to rest the white on the left-hand cushion. And that's not a good shot at all. Guzman has 2 options, 2 reds into the top middle. Seeing if that pink will go. He's going to come back for the black here. No, he's carried on for that pink. That pink will go, it seems. Might screw back here for the red above the pink here for the next shot into the same pocket. Doesn't want to stop dead on the pink spot. Now he might just push forward for off the top left-hand cushion for the pink into the bottom middle. Or the black if he gets the right angle, but lots of top here off the top left-hand cushion back into the pack or towards the pack, resting nicely for the pink. No, he's decided to move up into the bulk area and he has the yellow. The shot I suggested may have been too risky. What it wants to keep the break going. 6 points in front now, 8 points in front. Has the red into the middle. The pink is only available into the top left and bottom middle. So he's either going to stay for the green or put one of the bulk colours here or try and move down towards the black or the pink. No, he stayed for the bulk, putting the red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Going for the brown, which he was looking at then. He is risking hitting the blue. So I might just move forward and go for the red near the top right-hand cushion. And he has. Now he's got an angle here to possibly try and go down towards the pink and black and see if we can get on one of them or stay for the green or brown. $11 points in front. Just this frame needed to take the title. And he stayed for the brown or green. Still work to do though. Needs to he needs a little bit of luck. Needs to move these reds around a bit. And he's gone for it. And that looks nice. That's a great shot. Great shot by Guzman. And now this red. And cannon into the pink. Push it forward. Hoping that he has the pink into the top left. No. It's cannoned into the red, which is rested on the left cushion. Which might be relevant. In a few shots time, but pink into the bottom middle here. And he has that red now that's on the left-hand cushion or into the centre. $22 points difference. 51 on the table. 43 on the table now. Just sending the white down on this left-hand cushion. Not got a good angle though, really. He's going to have to do a lot of work here. He might have to hit it really hard to bring that white back up off that cushion so he can get on for the pink. Unless the black will go into the bottom middle and they can screw back for that slightly, but he's going to have to put some pace on this unless he decides just to play safe after this red. That's a nice shot. Now has the pink. Now, ideally, if he wants to continue this break, he needs to be to the left of that red into the top center. So he might screw the back here off the top left-hand cushion and back towards the black. No, he's opted just to play a snooker. And Mohammed needs snookers. Well, one snooker, sorry. And Kuzman, a nice little break there for Kuzman. That's done very well. I'm putting him in a very strong position. Mohammed has a mountain to climb now. He needs a snooker and every frame to win this title. And that's a lovely shot. That's a great shot by Fawzi, doing what he can. Quite easy to get out of for Kuzman, but will he leave it safe? Oh, and that's fortunate, I would say. Snooker for Fawzi now. No. So 2 snookers needed for Fawzi. And Kuzman, this red for the Players' Championship title. No. One last chance for Fawzi. Can he get a snooker? Got to be careful. Be careful with this blue. Might be in his path. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, just nearly, just a half snooker maybe. You can't pot it, but Kuzman could try and double it here. No. Tried to swerve it a little bit, I think, there. Good chance for Fawzi to put Kuzman in a snooker here. Oh, he's messed that one up. He hit it too, didn't get the straight, hit it straight, so he would send the red down towards past the brown. And has Mohammed's mind exhausted? For the match. Is he trying a trick shot? Possibly. Jasper showing his confidence there. Doesn't seem to be worried. You have to agree with him. He's in a very good position. 2 snookers needed by Mohammed Fawzi. He's decided to pot the red. And he must pot the black here. He pots it. Well done. And now he can play a snooker here, sending the yellow down towards the black and pushing the white up towards that cushion behind the brown and the pink, possibly the blue. Behind the blue would be perfect. Looks nice pace. Oh, but half and half. I think he has a snooker though, or at least a half snooker. I think Kuzma might have to go off the cushion. Two snookers needed by Fawzi. Nice escape by Kuzman. And now Fawzi will try and get that white behind the green and brown somehow. Just tap the yellow off the cushion towards the blue spot, or just above the blue spot. That line, but the white would be the important one. No, he's gone the other way. That's nice. That's very nice. Great shot. But I think Kuzman can pot this. He can hit the yellow. And he has. And he's potted it. So 3 snookers now needed by Fawzi. And he's got the green. So this green for the title. There it is. Jasper Kuzman wins the Players' Championship against Mohammed Fawzi. 10 frames to 6. Congratulations to Jasper Kuzman. There's a little bit of of tension in his game early on in this session, but he's come through it. And Mohammed Fawzi tries he might, couldn't just get a third victory in a row over Kuzman. And Kuzman saying that his luck came back. Congratulations given by Fawzi. But great win for Kuzman, and he now goes back to number 1 in the season listings. And great effort by Mohammed Fawzi, but the player of the night is Jasper Kuzman, winning the Players' Championship and £125,000 and cementing his title of number 1 player, pound for pound player, aiming to go for the number 1 in the official Money League. But that is still to come. I think that is something he can only do maybe after the China Open or definitely the World Championship. But let's just change the score. Officially confirm the score. And there you have it. Jasper Kuzman wins the Players' Championship over Mohammed Fawzi. Mushtaq Hamid won 4-3 over Jamie Anderson. So the next tournament, that gives us the listings for the Tour Championship. And it's just a matter of waiting for players to enter that. As we just make the adjustments now. But the winner of the high break competition was Mohammed. He did win that. Just wasn't able to get that title. So let's just confirm. $125,000 to Guzman. $50,000 plus $9,000 for Mohammed Fawzi for the high break. So 59,000 for Mohammed Fawzi. Title goes to Jasper Guzman, who takes over the number 1 spot. Jamie Anderson, 30,000, and Mushtaq gets 40. Jasper Guzman's average goes up to 86,000. And Jamie Anderson just holds on to the 3rd spot. And the top 8 still are the same top 8. Obviously, that was going to happen anyway. But in terms of seeding for the Tour Championship, Jasper Guzman now, if he plays, will be number 1 seed for the Tour Championship. And I think possibly he may play in that, being it's quite a high it's quite a high prize money for the Tour Championship, so that may help Jasper decide. I'm just changing the rankings. And I don't think there's going to be any change in the Money League. There will be a change here, though, for the rankings of the current season. Kuzman goes up. No change in the pound for pound season to season. No change. So the only change really in the rankings is Jasper Kuzman has now moved to number 1 in the 1-year list, this current season, with 695,000. Still to play for Mohammed still, and actually Jamie Anderson and Mushtaq still has a chance, and quite a few players. Obviously, there's a lot of money available in the next 3 tournaments. Let's have a look at the team rankings. UK? Can't be right. No, so that's just a slight adjustment there. Okay. It's all technical stuff here, so probably something you can check on later, but I'm just need to adjust these. I'm still going to have to probably check that because Europe, yeah, this is probably wrong. That's something I'm going to have to check. Anyway, I will double check that by tomorrow, and that seems to have changed pretty swiftly. The UK has suddenly taken over Europe. No, that's got to be completely wrong. Yes, I'm going to just take this off the... Yeah, so that will be available until tomorrow. I've completed that tomorrow. I think it's just a technical issue that some kind of calculation or formula is wrong. But anyway, back to tonight. Well done to Jasper Kuzman, a great win, showing his superiority. I'll be happy that he's back in winning ways, and unlucky to Mohammed. Good on him for challenging Jasper right to the end. So it's still all to play for, with 3 more tournaments to play: the Tour Championship, the China Open, and the World Championship still to play. So the Tour Championship is the top 8 players, highest players who enter. and currently they will be Jasper Guzman, Mohamed Farsi, Jamie Anderson, Mushtaq Hamid, Mike Moore, Alan Lockett, Raphael Hagen, and Chris Stedman. If all those players enter, they will be the players from seed 1 to 8. If anyone doesn't play, then Papadas Mixhar will be the next player in, and then Ken Hopper. Thank you for watching. That's the end of this broadcast, and keep practicing, and see you next time.